Oh my gosh, I'm back. I'm back to recording. This is my first time picking up my camera since a long time. It's been a lot going on. So welcome back to my channel. Gonna be doing daily vlogs now, so it's probably gonna be a Monday through Friday thing or Sunday, whatever. It's gonna be 5 straight days out the week, 2 days where I'm not doing anything at all as far as recording. So as you guys saw from the title, a lot's been going on as far as transitioning in my life. I was gonna say my household, in my life. My dad died, I quit my job, and I am a married woman. So this is going to be a 3-part video situation to explain everything that's going on. So of course there'll be different attires and stuff. I'm just giving you a heads up now. So I'm going to start in order. But before we do that, just go ahead and click subscribe. Please do, because I know you missed me. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'm just excited for what's to come this year and what's all going to be happening this year. I'm gonna just go straight into it. So I'm gonna try my best not to cry. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna be starting off with the first big thing that happened to me in the start of the year, and that is my dad passing away. January 7th, within the first freaking week of 2020, my dad passes away. And at the moment, I am going to talk about how I found out, what happened, whatever. In the moment of the news, I was already kind of feeling overwhelmed. It was a lot kind of going on. I haven't really rested. It was a lot coming from like December going into the new year, and a lot emotionally, physically, just everything. It was just a lot going on, and I just needed a break, right? So I'm chilling in my room at home, back in my apartment. I no longer live there. Back in my apartment, and my aunt calls my phone. So I kind of prepare myself, because usually with my aunt, she tends to talk a lot. So I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna answer this call, I gotta give her my all, my attention, all of that, right? So she calls on the phone, and she's just like, hey, have you spoke to your mother today? Now, those who know me know I speak to my mom nearly every day. If we don't talk, we're texting. So I speak to my mom every day, but that particular day, I did not speak to her yet. Matter of fact, rewind, that day, I woke up feeling so horrible. Now, I'm the type of person that will still go to work with the cold. You know, I try not to affect anybody else, but I will still fight through whatever, do whatever I need to do. That's just how I am. I don't care about people taking care of me. I'll just do it myself and still go along. But this day, I just felt like there was something wrong with me physically. I still end up managing going to work, right? I go to work, and I'm like, yo, I can't take it. So I go to my manager, and I told her, I was like, hey, I really feel like crap. I'm gonna leave as soon as my appointment comes, whatever. And that was gonna be like around 12 or 1 o'clock. She said, fine, it's not a problem. I'll use a little sick time to replace, you know, whatever time. My appointment, thank God, comes early. So I take care of him, and I'm like, yo, I go to my manager, I'm like, my appointment came early, can I go ahead and go? And she says, yeah, go ahead. So I go, I get some sleep, I try to sleep, and I'm like, all right, God, I don't feel like waking up like this. So my aunt calls, right? She's on the phone, and she's like, you spoke to your mom? I said, no, whatever. And then she starts screaming on the phone, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So in the midst of her screaming, she's just like, you know, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm the one that have to tell you this. I'm like, tell me what? What's going on? And she's like, you know, your dad. But mind you guys, I'm Haitian, so she's saying this stuff in Creole. And she's like, you know, your dad is gone. And I said, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? Within seconds, I'm like, what is this lady talking about? I said, hold on, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna call you right back. I call my mother's phone and my sister answers the phone. And when my sister answers the phone, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And I was like, you know, my aunt just called me and told me something. So what's going on? And she's like, well, what did she tell you? And she was like, she told me that Franz died. And then my sister starts crying on the phone. And she's like, yeah, it's true. So I start crying. And I'm like, so none of y'all was gonna tell me? So in this moment, it's like sadness mixed with anger, because I'm like, what is going on? And mind you, the feeling that I had all day disappeared, right? So at this point, I tell my sister, I'm like, I can't talk to you on the phone right now. Whatever. So my then fiance, I blow up his phone, and this man did not answer. I'm like, yo, I called him back 3 times. I called him 3 times in a row. So I sent him a text. I was like, call me back ASAP. So he finally gets around to calling me. When he calls me, I'm crying on the phone, and I'm like, yo, can you leave work? Franz died. And he's like, you know, I'm on my way. So he works about 40 minutes away from my apartment. And in this moment, I'm like rocking back and forth. I am crying. I haven't felt a pain like that since 2016, when I did what I did. And I would link the video when I talk about, like, it's a whole testimony video. In the moment, I'm like, is this real? It didn't feel real. My dad wasn't sick. My dad was planning to come back home that same week. And I was confused, utterly just confused. So, by the way, I appreciate phone services that let you know it's potential spam calling your phone, because that just saves you from picking up unknown numbers. So I'm like, okay. So my fiance finally comes, and mind you, I'm not an emotional person in the sense where he rarely sees me cry. It's not that I don't want to, it just doesn't come out. I don't know. And he just sees me on the floor crying, and he just tries to be there for me. He didn't go to work for like 2 nights, I believe. And he was just trying to be there for me and all that. Then I ended up going to Miami. I had to fly to Miami. Me flying to Miami, it was just me and my mom and my siblings were just trying to get stuff together because my dad died in Haiti. So we have to go to Haiti. And man, bruh, I wish they had like flight prices for people that have to deal with a death, because whoo, the ticket prices. My mom didn't have her passport renewed, so we had to do that literally 2 days prior to us going to Haiti. Just getting stuff just together. And I'm like, bro, so freaking much. Yeah, so we get to Haiti. I had not been to Haiti in like 8 years because my passport was expired. I just renewed it, thank God, a year prior. And just seeing all my family and just seeing all the people that was affected by him, and for those probably waiting to see how he died, he died in a car accident. It wasn't another car, it was just him by himself, and apparently the brakes went out on the truck that he was driving, and his body flew out the windshield and rolled down the hill. His body rolled down the hill and his head hit a rock. I'm sure he died on impact. And that's how my father lost his life. And just knowing who my father was, he is the definition of someone who is extremely, extremely selfless. He always looked out for others, even if it, you know, to me, he was the definition of walking like Christ on earth. It was very rare that you hear this man say no to helping somebody. He always gave, always gave his everything to his family and to us. I have my siblings, but I was genetically his only child, so it definitely hurt. It was a prayer that I prayed for a very long time for he and I that did not get answered, and it did not affect my relationship with Christ, but I will talk about that in another video. Just seeing all the people that came out for him really showed me how important my father was. The last time we spoke, he told me that the day I was born was the happiest day of his life. My father's a little older. He had me very late. He was 42 when I was born. He always reminded me to stay with Christ, remain in Christ, that he loved me very much. And that was his last message to me. Everyone grieves differently. It may seem like I'm back to my normal self, but I think about him quite often. I actually think about him maybe close to every day, but it's not in a way where I'm crying or I'm sad or anything like that. Some days are harder than others, but it's the peace that I get from God, that I get from Jesus. And I had people in my life who were extremely covering me in prayer. So I am so thankful, super thankful for those people, because his death made me run to Jesus more. It did. And I'm so glad that I can see the impact that he left on earth. You talk about wanting to live a full life. His death was very unexpected and very tragic, but he left, I believe, an impact, a legacy, and I will do my best in to honor him. My mom always tell me, you're just like your dad, you're just like your dad. Like when you see my dad, you don't think that he's this super nice guy because he has this mean face. And one thing people always tell me, fix your face, Nicase, fix your face. And I'm like, I'm one of the nicest people you will probably ever meet in life, literally in life. But my face be saying something else. Like, I don't even want to be here. But I almost gave up on everything. I just didn't understand. It was very hard to understand why God did that. Like why God decided, hey, today is your last day and that's how you're going to die. A month and a week prior to me getting married, like things that hit me is that, you know, he would never see me get married. He would never see his grandchild. Super important moments in my life he never got to see. And I'm just like, my family's doing better. My mom, that was her best friend. They known each other since before dating. They knew each other as kids. So we watch out. Me, my sister, and my brother, we watch out for my mother as much as we can. Because I know it hits her harder than everybody. Like even his own siblings and things like that. Because that was her world. That was his... Yeah, I get what I'm saying. I can't even speak right now because I feel like myself is getting a little sad. I could talk about my father's, all he has done, all who he is, probably on Father's Day, when I can really dive deep into who this man is. And yeah, so I decided while I was speaking to record the other 2 videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And so this is part 1, and it's talking about my dad's death and why I just didn't even decide to record anymore. I was done. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share. I'm back in this thing, y'all. I'm back. I'm recording. I'm doing what I love. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll talk about how I left my job. I love you, but remember, Jesus loves you absolutely most. Bye.